Shalom, my dear friends. It's been a long, almost 5 months since we went into lockdown. And not for one day during these months have we stopped working to sustain our congregation, to support the members of our community. From early March until now, and for as long as it's going to take, our entire senior staff, me, Rabbi Derma, Cantor Varshavsky, our educational director, Helena Eilenberg, we have committed ourselves to taking care of our congregational community and making certain that our synagogue center remains strong and that we continue to fulfill our mission as the Merrick Jewish Center. If there has been a silver lining down through this pandemic, it has been to see members of our community coming forward to bring comfort and support and care one for the other. I have seen beautiful acts of chesed performed. We have done much. There has been much kindness, much goodness, much caring displayed. And we are prepared, and we will always be prepared to do more, to do as much as necessary. What I have seen over these months confirms for me why I chose so long ago to become a congregational rabbi. I see the synagogue center as uniquely capable of creating a compassionate, connected, supported Jewish community. That has always been my vision of the synagogue, and I've seen it fulfilled time after time, but especially over these months. These endless days and weeks and months have been very, very difficult for all of us, that I know. But as I look back, I want you to know that it has been my privilege to be your rabbi during these months and in the months to come, to be with you, to support you, to offer words of comfort, to give you some strength that comes from our faith, our tradition, our Torah. This has been my honor, and I will continue to see it as an honor for as long as I will be with you. One thing I have come to believe, I do believe, based on what I have seen, words I have heard, that we can one day, and we will, emerge from this crisis a stronger community, a more cohesive community, a more visionary community, a more dynamic Merrick Jewish Center. We can emerge from this one day as a congregation that will be more committed to doing what our tradition asks us to do, to care for one another. A congregation in which people believe that our efforts are needed and appreciated. A congregation in which people will appreciate ever more being together, celebrating together, sharing a Shabbat, shaking a hand, giving a hug, dancing together. A congregation which will be enthusiastic about performing acts of chesed, of loving kindness. A congregation in which people will feel the pull to leave their isolation and bring their gifts and their energy and their spirit into a restored and renewed community. Now, I understand that in many homes, there are financial concerns resulting from this pandemic. Many of you have spoken with me about the financial challenges you face, and what I have heard pains me deeply. Your stories stay with me. And so I have urged our lay leaders who have been so devoted to fulfilling the needs of our community. I have urged them to do everything possible to respond to the financial stress felt in many homes. I am confident that in the days ahead, you will hear more about the steps they will be taking to offer financial relief that will hopefully, I hope, and this is the intention, it will make it possible for you to remain a part of our congregational family this year and next year and well into the future. But now, my friends, I must ask something of you. I'm asking you to stay with us. I'm asking you to continue to be a part of our story. The truth is that we need you more than ever. You've got to know that the pandemic has created enormous challenges for the Merrick Jewish Center. And we can find a way to face those challenges. But the simple fact is, we need you to be with us as we do. There are many, many synagogues, sadly I share this with you, which will not survive this pandemic. There will be a resetting of Jewish life all across America. Many won't survive. Others will survive, but they will hobble along. And still others will be able to thrive. I must tell you, I have never thought of the Merrick Jewish Center not surviving. And I have never thought of the Merrick Jewish Center hobbling. We don't hobble along. That's not what we're about here. We've never been that kind of community. With all the crises we have faced over the last 20 years, we have never hobbled along. We have faced those challenges. We have drawn ourselves together, understood what the moment calls us to do, and we've done it, and we've done it so well. That's why I'm asking you, as we look towards the High Holy Days, to continue to be a part of this congregational community, this family. We have spent every day of these last 5 months, and as I said, for as long as it will take, trying to address the needs of our community. So I ask you, take to heart this appeal to continue your participation in the Merrick Jewish Center, to help us work through the challenges we face. And for those who can, please continue to support our synagogue generously. Prioritize our synagogue, the Merrick Jewish Center, in your tzedakah. Prioritize. We cannot sustain Jewish life in the Merrick Belmore community in a powerful way, in the way that it has been over decades, without our synagogue. Of that I can assure you. One politician once said to me, as Merrick Jewish Center goes, so goes this South Shore community. And we cannot sustain this synagogue without you. Without you. I pledge to you, if you do your part, we will do ours. If you help us to secure our present, if you will say, Hineni, I am with you. I'm here to continue to work to strengthen the Merrick Jewish Center. I'm here with you because this synagogue has a place in my life, in my heart. We will not just survive, we will continue to be the synagogue that anchors our Jewish community. Soon you will receive our High Holy Day mailing. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart that we won't be together as in years past. But even if I can't see you, I hope to be able to stand at my pulpit on Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur and know that you're with me, and know that you're with the Merrick Jewish Center. And knowing that, I know that we can face these challenges. Tonight, Wednesday night, begins Tishav B'Av, the 9th day of the Jewish month of Av. It is the saddest day on our calendar. It is the day that we lost both of our great temples in Jerusalem. The first temple, the second temple, it is a day of mourning. But as one of my teachers taught me so long ago, that after this 9th day of Av, the saddest day, comes the 10th day. And the 10th day, we start to rebuild. We begin to renew. The 10th day, the day after the mourning, the day after the fasting, our future begins. For all of us, throughout the world, in America and globally, and for the Jewish people, there will come a time when this pandemic will end and our 10th of Av for the whole world will begin. That is the day we will begin restoring life and renewing life, returning to normality. It will be so for our synagogue community as well, and how much I pray for that day to come soon. When that day arrives, let us be strong together. For the duration of this pandemic, of this crisis, I ask you, let us be strong together so that this synagogue, this community, can continue to be the community that indeed people have come to respect far and wide. You will be hearing me offer this blessing many times in the weeks ahead. It's a blessing that we say with the new year. The blessing goes something like this. May the old year with its curses come to an end, and a new year with its blessings begin. I know we're 7 weeks from Rosh Hashanah right now. Believe me, I know that. Every day we're planning for it. But I'm hoping that the old year with its curses will come to an end. And I'm hoping and I'm praying that a new year will bring new blessings. New blessings into each and every home. New blessings into our community. New blessings into our world. So may that be my blessing to you. May the new year with its blessings arrive for one and all. God bless all of you.